The world of Galaxy Foldables just got a little bit bigger at Microcenter. We have 2 new devices that Jacob and I have been testing out for a little bit now, and we're here to tell you that we're really excited about them.
Really excited.
So much so,
I bought one.
and
We're filming on it right now.
so we're gonna keep going through here. We're gonna actually be using this brand new Galaxy Fold7 as our main camera for this whole video. We have a second one set up on the side, so if we do cut to the side, it's just for some B-roll, but for the most part, we want to use this because it is an absolutely incredible camera.
Beautiful.
Before we get too far into that, let's just talk a little bit. We have on your side the Galaxy Flip7 Fold7. I lost that a little bit.
This is just the Z Fold 7. I think that is the Flip.
Z Fold7, yes, and this is the Z Flip 7 FE specifically.
Oh, okay.
So there are some slight differences here. We'll talk about them each individually, but again, I want to start with because you had an incredible experience with yours.
Yeah, I am one who I don't usually upgrade very often because one rectangle is the same as another rectangle in my opinion.
Yeah.
But this is a much bigger rectangle and I like it.
And also, this rectangle does things that a lot of other rectangles don't do.
Yeah, 100%. So I think that this thing is excellent for any content creators or anybody who wants to look at large amounts of either data or consuming content. Because this is basically like having a tablet on your everyday carry.
Yeah.
Because I always kind of wanted a tablet, but it's hard to justify because I'm not going to carry a tablet with me all the time. But if I can fold my tablet into a phone, that is a whole lot more justifiable. And I just really liked how much real estate I have on the full out tablet version.
And I know the other thing with these too is that it's not just camera, it's not just folding, everything like that. The screens are absolutely stunning.
Oh yeah, 2600 nits of peak brightness. You can look at this thing out in broad daylight and see everything you need to see. It's absolutely incredible.
And a 120 hertz refresh rate does keep these competitive for gaming if you are a mobile gamer, but they're also just incredible for browsing the web, and especially if you're doing productivity focused things, which is basically why you have this phone now.
Yeah. So I do a lot of Linux stuff at home, which is very nerdy, but it's also very nice to have a full display in order to use SSH into any of my home servers and a remote desktop into any of my computers at home.
Yeah.
Very handy. And spreadsheets. I know that that's not exactly like everybody's favorite thing, but I can actually see them now, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, no, I mean, you've described a lot of again, productivity use cases that I think are going to go off really well if you are someone looking for a productivity phone, if you are someone who's constantly looking at spreadsheets, but on the go, constantly working on stuff, coding, anything like that, it's gonna be absolutely fantastic for you. But it's also gonna be fantastic if you are on the go and just traveling with family and you're looking for something to watch on YouTube for a little bit instead of, oh no, we don't have a way to cast to whatever.
Yeah, and especially I'm a social media specialist here, so I do a lot of content creation, and the ability to be able to film yourself with the nice camera and have a display to see yourself, that is just uncanny.
And those cameras are all absolutely incredible.
Yeah, they really are. 200 megapixels for the wide, which is the one you're gonna end up using most of the time.
Yeah.
But that's a lot.
And it does have recording up to 8K. I don't think we're at the full 8K on this one.
I think that's recording at 4K just because that's the camera that I have, or sorry, the phone that I have, and I got the 125 gig.
No, it's a great phone though, and to kind of pivot a little bit to the slightly smaller version.
Yeah, I'm really interested in this.
Yes, this is the one that I've been kind of playing around with for a little bit, and much like Jacob, we have another story where it ends with us purchasing it, but I didn't get it for myself. In fact, my partner watched me basically walk around with this for a weekend, flipping it open, looking at it, and was like, that looks really nice. And she really likes the smaller size is a huge part of it, because like pockets, purses, anything like that, those big phones do take up a lot of space. So having it condensed down to just this tiny little brick that fits in your pocket very easily, very slim, is absolutely incredible. And it also still does have screen information when you're looking for it.
That's awesome.
So if you do just want that quick hit of like, oh, who texted me? Oh, it was Sean. Oh, that's perfect. I can just respond very easily. Or like, oh, I see, it was just him mentioning, the dogs are outside right now or something like that. I can just swipe it away. It's great for that. And on the inside, we still have the same foldable technology that goes on with this, and it is also an absolutely incredible 120 hertz screen. The same nits, which was 2,600 outdoor nits. Absolutely gorgeous. It is an absolute breeze to use, and I love just scrolling around with it and everything. I'm still trying to remember which one's the lock button because it flipped it on me from my current phone. But it is just, everything about it moves so smoothly, so cleanly.
Well, and they both have fairly large batteries. So that one has a 4,000 milliamp hour and this one has a 4,400 milliamp hour battery. But one of the things that I really like about these flagships from Samsung is that it's not just 120 hertz all the time. Because if you're reading an article, you don't need 120 hertz.
Well, speak for yourself. The Microcenter news articles actually work better at 120 hertz. It adds a little bit of extra, like, you know, it's like gaming, you know, it just adds a little bit of extra streamline to it. So when you're scrolling, the action feels a little bit smoother.
But there's an adaptive refresh rate, which helps a lot with battery life. And even though these have large batteries, that's still really, really nice. So you don't have to have, I don't know, charge your phone halfway through the day.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, these are obviously going to be quite powerful phones. There is always that, depending on what you do, it can eat up a lot of your battery.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't want to necessarily shame my partner too much here. There's a certain section of the internet that's going to know immediately what game I am talking about, but she is currently playing a mobile gacha game that involves racing, and she plays it all the time, and it has not eaten away at her battery in the same way. The huge reason for us that she needed an upgrade was her phone was constantly dying playing this game and not playing this game. She'd come home from work at like 16% battery. She came home from work yesterday, 87%, no issue, like went through the whole day with this exact phone. Not this exact phone, but this exact model, an FE as well. And so the battery life is just absolutely incredible for whatever you need to do, make it through the day basically. And these are both incredible phones, and importantly, they are both either currently or will be available shortly at your local Microcenter. They are both unlocked, meaning that they are accessible with most phone carriers as long as you have a SIM card. I don't know if they have eSIM compatibility. Oh, you would actually.
Yeah, so I think they do have eSIM compatibility because I was wrong. I didn't have an eSIM, I had a physical SIM.
Oh.
So I just didn't update you on that.
Well, regardless, they are unlocked, which means that they will work with most major carriers, and they are absolutely stunning. So if you are looking to get your hands on the next generation of Samsung foldables, stop by your local Microcenter. We will have these on display in some of ours, so if you want to get a feel for like how the Fold feels and everything like that, it's worth doing. The Fold, as a very quick aside at the end of this video, feels fantastic.
It does. It feels very tactile, and it's kind of easy to see while the phone is off where the seam is, but while the screen is on, you can't tell even a little bit.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful.
Absolutely fantastic phones, available now at Microcenter. Go check them out.